Hi everybody, it's Megan, and today we are taking a kitchen adventure. Now, as far as gaming level ups go, this is probably going to be like a level 0 tutorial difficulty level kitchen adventure because we got 4 ingredients and we're actually not cooking anything. We're just mixing some stuff up. So first, we've got our cup of coconut oil, which we're going to pop into the microwave really quick. I think about a minute should do it. So once we've got that nice and smooth, as you can see, our coconut oil is no longer solid. It is nice and liquefied. Now we are going to be mixing the rest of our ingredients in just so that we get them nice and smooth and ready for the freezer molds. So we've got cocoa powder here, a 1/4 cup, and this is unsweetened Hershey's generic cocoa powder. You can get it at the grocery store, nothing fancy. We've got our whisk. We are going to go ahead and get that nice and stirred in. What you want to watch out for are big chunks of powder because nobody wants to bite into that when they are trying to have a nice little dessert snack. So whisk that in, give it a good stir. As you can see, we've got a nice chocolatey brown oil there now. So moving on, we are grabbing our silicone spatula and the 1/4 cup of honey, which we are going to go ahead and scrape on into our mixing bowl. I like these silicone scrapers because they can really get into every nook and cranny of whatever you're using to measure out your ingredients, whether they're these little glass bowls that I've got or just a measuring cup. This particular scraper is a little bit softer on the top, so it can get into the corners really well. All right, and again, we're just going to stir this on into our mixture. Nice and smooth, making sure that we incorporate it really well with the whisk. As you can see, it's a nice brown color. It starts smelling really good right about now because we've got all of our chocolate in there. And once we get that peanut butter in there, it smells amazing. So lastly, as I was saying, we got our peanut butter, 1/4 cup. This is smooth peanut butter. I think if you prefer a chunky peanut butter, it would be fine to substitute that into this recipe, if that is your preference. The thing to know, though, is that the peanuts will most likely sink to the bottoms of the molds, so they won't be as incorporated fully as the smooth peanut butter goes. Also, you could use a different nut butter if you prefer, like, say, almond butter over peanut butter. I don't think it matters really much. It's a matter of preference, honestly. And you'll notice that the nut butter, once you mix it in there and once the freezer bites are complete, that peanut butter really overtakes the taste of the coconut oil. So if you're not a fan of coconut, but you do like peanut butter, you're going to get peanut flavor from these and not coconut flavor, which is sometimes a risk when you're using coconut oil. So we're getting that nice and mixed in. Know that the peanut butter may cause some like small streaks in the mixture, but that's totally fine. As long as you don't have a big glob of peanut butter in there, we should be good. All right, so before I put these in the molds, I'm going to try and clean things up a little bit here. So let's make some room. Get these out of the way. Now, I have these really cute silicone ice cube trays. So we've got flowers, we've got little beach ones. You don't need fancy silicone ice cube trays to make these. I just think that these are, as Amberlynn would say, aesthetically pleasing. So let's get this cleaned up a little bit more, and then I will be back to get these in the molds. There we go. Okay. Now I'm just going to use a teaspoon because we've got our mixture and it's pretty liquidy right now, so it's easy to transfer into the molds. Now, you're gonna get some outside of the aesthetically pleasing flowers or the aesthetically pleasing beach scene things. Maybe not so much if you're using like a traditional ice cube tray, but don't worry, because once you've got everything filled up, you can just neaten them up, wipe them down, and everything's good to go. Now, I found this recipe in a diabetic cookbook / meal plan book that I purchased right after I got diagnosed with diabetes. And I have used the recipe book, the cookbook, a lot. It's got a lot of really great recipes and a lot of really great information for diabetics, especially if you are newly diagnosed. In fact, the name of the book is Diabetic Cookbook and Meal Plan for the Newly Diagnosed. It is by Lori Zanini, and like I said, the recipes in it are really, they're tasty, which, you know, a lot of times when you get cookbooks that are for a specific diet or a specific, you know, style of cooking or something that is quote unquote healthy, the recipes aren't always very good. But like, for example, there is a really great recipe in this book for beef and barley soup that my partner and I make all the time. It's super great. And as you see, we're done. We've got everybody filled up. We've got our stars, flowers, and our little beach creatures. Now, we just need to take these guys and put them into the freezer. All right. We'll see these guys in just a few minutes. And we're back. After a half hour, we can see that these guys are nice and frozen. They've got a nice shine to them, just like a regular chocolate would that you might get at the store. So let's give them a try. Just got to pop one out of the silicone form here. As you can see, it's a cute little flower. There you go, very aesthetically pleasing. And let's give it a try. Very nice.